What is going on, y'all? Happy Thursday. Hey, business besties. Hey, best friends. So today, I wanted to talk to you guys about how to build more consistent income revenue as an entrepreneur. All right? It is not what you think. Just know that it is not what you think. It's not what you think. So stay tuned for sure. First and foremost, I like to start, these out by talking about the updates in my businesses. So I have multiple businesses, but we're going to talk about the Legacy Business Hub, and we are going to talk about Legacy Financial Services. So right now, if you haven't already heard, we are building out the Business Hub. Go back and check my videos because I did a walkthrough earlier this week, which was pretty cool to see the transformation. Once it's over and done with, I will show you guys the beginning and after, but I was showing you the during, and I walked through the whole thing so you guys can see how it's being built out. Completely different. It's crazy. Completely different. It's awesome to see like the dreams that I had and the vision that I had coming to life, because it's a lot to get here. We actually started 2 weeks ago. Gosh, it's been 2 weeks. That's crazy. So 2 weeks ago, they started building everything out. The walls are up, but it was just an open space. So if you've seen the videos before, like, it was 3,000 square feet of nothing. just us in the little cubicles working. But what we ended up doing was getting the walls put into place. So that's what's going on now. It's pretty cool. So go check out the other videos. Stay tuned for the final, where we have the walkthrough. And if you aren't already on the mailing list, that is where everybody that joins will get exclusive information. Like, you don't always see Facebook stuff, but you will get the exclusive information about what's going on. So you can join there, and I will directly send you out, hey, here's the itineraries, because we're gonna have a whole bunch of different events going on inside of the hub in our huge conference room, y'all. The conference room is just, I don't know why I like it so much, but I love it. So stay tuned for that. If you are doing taxes, we are still processing taxes, just virtually. All right. If you need the link, I am going to drop all of this inside of the comment section so that you can have access to it. But yeah, if you still need help with your taxes, we are able to do that virtually. We are not doing in-person appointments, but if you are technically technology incapacitated, I guess, if you cannot deal with technology, if you can't send certain stuff, you know what, I will meet up with you and get what I need and then get you taken care of. So yeah, so those are just some updates. The team is doing great. I'm loving everything that they got going on. We've been rocking. Business is going. It's going like nothing happened. So that's all I can expect and hope and pray for. So yes, that's what's going on. So let me start by talking to the entrepreneurs with this one, because I personally, when I first started out, I needed a lot of help. Okay, there is not a lot of people out here actually helping. Like, you can't just call up some people and just ask a couple of questions and they'd be okay with that. No. There's not a lot of people actually helping. There's not a lot of people putting out content. There's not a lot of people talking about developing your business, developing your brand, developing your money, legalizing your side hustle. It's more of other stuff. So I just wanted to come in and take it a little bit away from the taxes right now, because I'm getting a lot. I work with a lot of entrepreneurs, and I kind of like stalk y'all businesses. So I go on and like, oh, cool, you got a business? Let me check out your website, or let me go see your page. And sometimes, or even like talking with people, sometimes it's like, oh, you know what, I don't do that, or I don't do this, and there's a lot of stuff that you need to develop, And I wanted to come and talk to you about that, how to build consistent revenue as an entrepreneur. And like I said, it's not what you think, because I could give you, all the tidbits of, hey, do this, do that, try this, try that. But it first starts with number one. Number one is understanding what you're doing, how you do it, and how you do it differently than everybody else. So, couple stories. One of the biggest things that just happened like yesterday. We are building out the contracts for the business hub. So there's going to be 4 dedicated office spaces that can be leased out. And I had already had in my mind, I seen this business structure, and I was like, this is what I want to do. I loved it. Like, I went and rented out an office space and did I could go access the office and work. Instead of working at home and getting bugged by kids, I went to another space. And when I was doing that, it was just like, I loved the area. I loved going into the office. I loved the dedicated areas that we could actually work in. It was just relaxing. I got a lot of stuff done. So when I had the opportunity of doing this, I was like, you know what? I want this space because this is what I want to do. Like, I'm going to open up a whole nother business. We going to this is what's going to happen. And it was really cool to be able to start building that out. But I started doing research of like, how much does it really cost? Or how much are people actually marketing this for? And I turned around and, I did research that I should have done in the first place, but I was lowballing myself. I was lowballing how much we can actually charge. But at the end of the day, it's more about understanding what you're offering compared to others. So, and making sure that you are actually doing the research and understanding, the product at hand. So, my other thing was, when I first started doing taxes, I took the H&R Block test course, and I just started doing taxes. Like, I didn't go out and do any type of research on, hey, I might actually have to have a different type of license, or I might have to have a certificate, or I might have to be licensed and bonded. I didn't do all that. I was just like, hey, I'm doing taxes. Let me help you. I got a cheaper rate than everybody else. I can help you. Lo and behold, I did the taxes. I did them correctly. But at the end of the day, I wasn't licensed to do those taxes. And that was on me. That was my bad. My research didn't go past me taking that class. So it's really about development. So number one is developing yourself and understanding, what you offer that's different than everybody else, but also researching your industry and understanding, what you need to have in place. Just because little things like that could really set you back. Like, if you get audited, it's setting you back. So building more revenue as an entrepreneur is putting more time in the game, understanding, what sets you apart, what sets your product apart, how you're different than everybody else, and then making sure that you're actually going through and pricing your product and your service so that, you're competing. So that is number one, develop yourself. That includes going out and learning more, reading more, getting more certificates, learning from other people who are already doing what you want to do. And that's really like one of the big things. The more that you learn about what you do, the more you're going to be able to talk about it. Okay. That's my number 2. So the more that you learn about what you're doing, and the more you're going to be able to talk about it, the more comfortable you're going to be able to explain it to people. And like, when I was starting with credit repair, it was a hot mess, because I was still learning while I was trying to work on people's stuff. And I practice with people who trusted me. You got to do what you got to do. You get results and you build off of that, but you're also learning for yourself. So, developing yourself, developing your main points, developing just overall, like, what your product is, and making sure you understand that to the T. Like every little nook and cranny of your product, you should understand. Okay. Like if you're making stuff, what is going in there and why is it beneficial? Like if you're making stuff for my skin, why is it beneficial for my skin? You know, like I need some chapstick right now. Why would that chapstick be beneficial for me right now? So that's number one. So number two, you have to get comfortable with messing up. It's not going to be perfect. I get a lot of people like, oh, I got to do this, this, and this, and this, and this, this, and that, and that, and that before I actually go out here and do anything at all. That's not the case. So let's talk about that, because building is starting with where you're at and then getting better. Like you're refining and rebranding yourself all the time. Like if you're going through something, or you discover, like for me, I discovered like I wanted to be known more for more than just credit. And it was really hard for me to say, all right, I'm gonna start talking about the other stuff that I want to talk about. Like I went to multiple mentors and was like, how do you talk about everything? Like, I know you do all this stuff. I see you do all this stuff, but how do you talk about everything and it's okay? Because I was scared that if I started talking about the financial stuff, about the business stuff, about the credit stuff, about the taxes stuff, people are going to be like, oh, she's all over the place. You know what? Nobody thought that. They were like, oh, shoot, she could help me in this too. And I basically was like, you could come to me about a lot of different financial things and I have to go to multiple places. So you have to be able to go through the motions, go through the process of understanding, like, everything's not going to be perfect. You got to start somewhere and build from there. All right. And staying consistent. Oh yeah. Consistency was the second part. Keep showing up, y'all. Keep showing up for yourself, for your business, for your revenue. Because when people don't know what you do, how can they say, okay, I know that this person's going to help me? Like, one of the biggest things I get, one of the biggest revenue streams that I bring in is not from like ads and stuff. It's from me showing up for myself, talking to you guys on Facebook, and then now person A knows what I do, and person A can tell person B. Referrals are huge, and you just never know what rooms you're going to get in because you're talking about what you do and showing up for yourself, and other people start showing up for you, and you're just like, oh, I didn't know that you knew that person. It's not for you to know. You just make sure that you show up and you let everybody know what you do. All right. So first off, get comfortable with messing up. It's not going to be perfect. I messed up like 3 minutes ago, and listen, we're still talking 5 minutes later. 3 and 5, they don't even match. But listen, we are still here. So keep building. Always build. Talk about what you do. If they don't like it, they can unfollow you. They're not your client. It is what it is. So that's the second one, right? The last way that I would highly suggest with getting comfortable, with building consistent revenue as an entrepreneur is to create, okay, I'll give you a story in a second. Create digital products. Create value. Show people that you know what you bring to the table by creating valuable things that they can use to alleviate the problem that they're having, that you actually help them with. All right, let's just talk about that. So if we are talking about digital products, I always get like, what type of digital products do I create? Okay, so I can only talk about what I do. Okay, people, it is what it is. I can only talk about what I do. So one of the digital products that I created was for the Big Business Bootcamp. And the only reason I created that was because I showed up for myself. People started asking me the same question multiple times in different ways, but they asked me the same question. So I was like, hey, if I put this out there And I create this digital product, which is basically a rundown of what you need to do to purchase a vehicle. And these people say, oh, I want that. Let me give her my email address. Now I'm creating, it doesn't even have to be something you sell. Like mine is to collect leads. And you can use it as that. Something real simple to collect information of people who are interested in your industry, interested in what you do. If they download that, they're telling you, like, they want to know more. So the digital product that I create is exactly that. It gives them information. It can be a stream of revenue. I use it as a stream of the people that I can talk to that I know want something to do with what I'm talking about. All right. I'm recently creating another one for business owners who want more information about grants. You guys are needing the money, needing the funding, and you are business owners. You are all in my repertoire of things that I talk about. So if I talk about one thing in business, you get that one thing in business. Hey, I probably got more that you're gonna want to know. So why not get on my email list? And I'm pushing my email list recently just because I got a lot going on, and I got some people that were like, oh, I didn't see that. So why not just join? You'll see everything that I put out because I'm going to tell everybody on my email list first. But the whole entire thing is, when you're a business owner and you create value for others, they're going to want to work with you because they are going to like you a little bit more. They're going to trust you because you just gave them something for free, most likely, or gave them valuable information that they can put into motion and use. So they become a client, or they bring in other people who might become a client because you are talking about what you do. You are projecting out your main points of why you're different, and you are building consistent revenue. So my whole entire thing right now is showing up for yourself, okay? Because you just never know. And if you didn't get anything from this, I want you to know, take this, write this down, put it on like your screensaver. My revenue starts with me. That's like the affirmation. For you to show up, if you don't get that, you need to show up for yourself. And it doesn't, like, if you want your business to grow, you have to learn. You have to learn more about what your industry is. You have to know more about your products. You have to grow as an individual. Once you hit certain plateaus, you still gotta go learn. Like, entrepreneurship is about growing and keep on growing, and then fixing other people's problems as you're still trying to fix your own problems. But at the end of the day, revenue streams, like extra revenue as an entrepreneur, comes from you changing your mentality, doing better for yourself, showing up for yourself, and basically giving more value to more people. All right, put those things in motion. You could do that without even spending a dime. You don't have to spend a dime at all. Show up. So that's all I got. That's really all I got. I just wanted to come through because the mentality shift is huge. It's not easy. It's not easy out here for us as entrepreneurs, as, you know, doing this on the side, as side hustlers that want to take it to the next level. There's a lot of you guys that I see all the time, and I am definitely here to support you. I just wanted to come out here and say, like, you need to be there for you. And then you can come talk to me, and I'll be there for you too. But definitely, you know, rewatch this because you might have missed something. But share it with your other entrepreneur friends. Let's show up for each other. All right? But yeah, so number one, what was number one? Develop yourself, develop your talking points, develop more information about your product, keep learning, keep diving in and learning more about your products and your services. Number two is, you know, it's okay to mess up. You don't gotta wait till everything is perfect. You can rebuild from anywhere and stay consistent with what you're doing and keep showing up for yourself. And then number three is create value for others by doing a digital product to bring in more more people that want to know like more about what you do, and then you can remarket to those people. But you're basically developing your tribe. So it really just starts with your mentality and doing the work. And that's all I got for y'all. So I hope you guys found this informational. And I am definitely here to help. I do free consultations, free business consultations. So if you ever just have a question, like, get on my calendar. I schedule out certain time blocks just to talk to other entrepreneurs. Like, hey, we game plan, we strategize, and I answer questions and bring in my own personal thoughts. I love to help other people. So yes, if you need help, I'm here. All right, y'all, I hope you guys have a great Thursday. I will see you guys next week, if not earlier. Make sure that you are liking, sharing, and following this information, or following my pages, so that you don't miss this. But if nothing else, get on my mailing list. I'm gonna drop that in the comment section, because I got so much coming. Once we finish this business hub, it's over. Oh, we about to the first event, we're really turning up, but we're gonna have a lot of fun. A lot of things are gonna be happening, and I'm really trying to help the community. So get on that list. I will see you guys later. Have a great Thursday. Have a great weekend. I will see you next week. Bye.